Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to our lunch break stretch and balance series, where we'll enjoy a standing flow focusing on finding space through our hips, shoulders, and spine after spending the morning sitting behind our desks. This flow is going to make you feel great from head to toe and ready to tackle your afternoon. Together, let's begin standing in a body-sized space, maybe near our chair, for some extra support through the flow. Maybe our eyes close as we begin to connect with our breath, our shoulders, our chest, our belly, finding space with each inhale, feeling the earth beneath us with each exhale. Maybe we bring some movement into our shoulders. As we inhale, those shoulders reach up to our ears. As we exhale, they melt away. This practice is about doing what feels good for you, making your body feel great. Let's take another big breath here. Maybe those fingertips reach up to the sky. Then let's exhale those hands wide, pressing the air away. Another big inhale, reaching through our fingertips, the crown of our head. Exhaling wide. Next big inhale, we reach those fingertips tall and then grasp our right hand with our left, pulling to the left side. Eventually we'll come back through neutral, reaching tall, a few wrist rotations in both directions before we reach to the opposite side, that left hand being pulled by our right. Big inhale, exhaling through center. Let those arms go heavy. Feeling our feet underneath our hips. Shoulders on top of our hips. We'll inhale our fingertips tall, and then we'll slowly begin to fold at our waist, exhaling those fingertips to the earth, allowing ourselves to hang heavy here for a few breaths. At any time, if we'd prefer to have our hands on our chair for support, here or throughout our practice, we're more than welcome to. Eventually, we'll allow our spine to parallel the earth. We'll step our right foot back, pressing into those toes, lifting our heels. We'll reach our fingertips up to the sky, feeling a generous bend in our front left knee, meeting together in our high lunge. Our crown of our head reaches to the sky. We feel a long spine. Our left arm reaches long beside us as our right arm bends. That left hand starts to reach up our spine as our right hand reaches down. Maybe we can connect those fingertips. With each breath, our elbows are moving away. We're feeling space through our chest. As we exhale, we sink our hips forward. We'll release our hands wide and up to the sky. Bringing our fingertips back to the earth, we'll step our right foot up to meet its partner. Maybe bend through each knee before we step those left toes to the back. Our left heel stays lifted, generous bend in our front right knee. We'll feel our fingertips reach to the sky, those shoulders stacking on top of our hips, crown of our head lifts. We'll eventually exhale that right hand beside us. Our left elbow bends as it comes to the nape of our neck. Our right hand comes to the low spine. We'll start to inch those fingertips towards each other. We feel our chest, our belly open in front of us. Those shoulders melt away from our ears. We have a strong foundation, a sturdy core. Another big inhale, and as you exhale, we'll release those arms wide up to the sky and then back to the earth. Stepping our left foot forward. We'll let our feet go extra wide. Let's lift that spine to parallel the earth, and then we'll begin to fold forward into our version of a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe using that chair for support. Maybe lifting our arms off of the earth into opposite elbows, letting our head hang heavy. Listening to what our body has to say. Maybe we have a generous or gentle bend in those knees. Maybe our hands are resting on our low spine. Let your awareness maybe drift back to your breath, how that breath feels as it travels through your body. Feel that tailbone lift to the crown of your head hang heavy, and that breath travel from the base of your spine all the way to the tip. We'll take a gentle nod of our head yes, shake of our head no. Those hands will eventually come back to the earth. We'll feel our feet come back underneath our hips. We'll inhale that spine to parallel the earth. We'll exhale to fold forwards, and we'll slowly unravel our spine. As our chin lifts, we'll allow our hands to reach up to the sky. And then we'll exhale those hands to come down through our heart center. Moving into a balanced posture here briefly, we can use our chair for support by our side or in front of us. We're going to let that left foot grip into the earth, feeling that right knee lift, and eventually we'll hug that right knee in towards our chest. We'll take some rotations through our ankles in one direction and then in the opposite. We'll really hug that knee in. Feel space through our hips, our thighs, and then eventually let that foot come back to the earth. Moving to the opposite side, we'll now feel that foot grip into the earth as the opposite knee bends, heel lifts, and eventually that knee lifts. We'll take our arm to hug our knee in towards our chest and rotate our ankle here. Moving slowly in one direction and then in the opposite. Of course, we can challenge ourselves by having that opposite hand lifted or reaching. Eventually that left foot comes back into the earth. Take a gentle walk side to side. We'll come back lengthways on our mat, taking an inhale to lift our fingertips tall, and then exhale those fingertips to the earth. We'll step our right foot back. Our outside of our foot parallels the back of the room. Guiding with our right hand, we'll lift our arms to parallel the earth. Generous bend in that front left knee. We'll inhale our shoulders and arms to reach, and as we exhale, we'll soften. Let's feel that left hand begin to reach up to the sky. Right arm can reach down that right leg or maybe tuck around our spine. Our left knee stacks over our left ankle as those left fingertips reach behind us, feeling all that space. We'll allow our hands to exhale back to neutral, paralleling the earth. We'll come on to our right toes. That right hand sweeps forward. Our right foot will step forward, maybe about a foot or so. As we prepare to come into our forward folding pyramid, we'll bring our hands to our hips. As we exhale, we'll melt forward. Crown of our head reaches forward. Maybe our hands come to our chair. Maybe they come to our shin. Maybe they come all the way to the earth. That right hip is going to naturally want to move behind us. Let's make sure that right hip comes forward. Feeling length through that left leg. At any time, if we want to take a bend through our knees, we can certainly do that. Long breaths here, finding space and ease. Eventually, we'll begin to lift through our core, maybe using the support of our chair. Our fingertips reach to the sky, and as we exhale, we'll step both of our feet forward, coming to our neutral standing position. We'll inhale our fingertips to lift and then gently melt forward, hinging at our hips. This time we'll step our left foot behind us, parallels the back wall, maybe the back of the mat. Keeping a bend in that right knee, our left hand reaches tall and then behind us, finding ourselves in Warrior Two. Inhaling those shoulders tall and then exhaling, melting our shoulder blades down our spine. Feeling our right knee stack over our right heel. Eventually those right hands reach up to the sky, left hand walks down that left leg, feeling a generous opening through our right side body this time. That right hand reaching to the back of the room, keeping that connection to our breath, sending our breath to our right side body. Our next exhale releases our arms to parallel the earth. We come onto our left toes, sweep our left fingertips forward, stepping our left foot forward as we prepare to come into our forward folding pyramid. Make sure those feet are nice and wide before we begin to hinge at our hips, melting the crown of our head, our chest towards the earth, maybe using our chair for support. Anything else that might help bring the earth closer to our hands. Eventually finding somewhere to settle. This time that left hip draws forward as our right hip draws back. Our spine melting forward like a waterfall. Our chin hangs heavy. Let's enjoy a deep inhale here, and we'll slowly begin to lift, coming back through standing tall. Those hands reach up to the sky. We'll step our left foot forward, and then let's maybe come wide onto our mats if we're using them, so we have some support under our feet. And we're going to move into our version of squat. Squatting Malasana, we send our tailbone behind us as our heels and our knees are wide. Again, maybe we have our chair for support. Maybe we have a brick behind us that we intend to squat onto. Maybe we stay lifted with our hands on our thighs for support. Whatever works best for us here. It might feel good to roll up a towel beneath your heels. Maybe we lean forward, our fingertips come to the earth. Maybe our elbows are pressing our knees to either side. And let's hang out here for a few breaths. Maybe we press our right hand into the earth and allow our left arm to reach tall, inviting a gentle rotation through our spine. That left hand comes back to the earth and the right hand reaches if that felt good. Long breath here. Eventually bringing that right hand back. Let's bring those hands into prayer. Take a few breaths here. And we'll eventually allow our hands to come back to the earth. We'll lengthen our legs long behind us. Let's come to stand so our chair is within reach. We'll feel our hips on top of our heels, those fingertips on the earth. Let's step our left foot back, coming onto the toes, reaching our fingertips tall. We'll reach our fingertips towards those chairs, start to bounce on those back left toes, and eventually we'll lift our left heel towards the sky, coming to parallel the earth. Our hands reach forward in our version of airplane, warrior 3. We have a generous or gentle bend in that right knee. We feel our hips stacked. We take any movements that feel good for us, and eventually we'll fold forwards, our hands finding the earth, both feet finding the earth, and taking a gentle walk side to side. Preparing for the opposite side, we'll step our right foot back. Again, light on our toes as our fingertips reach tall. Reaching our fingertips towards that chair, we'll begin to bounce on those right toes until we reach that right heel. Our right leg parallels the earth. Those hands reach forward to the support of our chair. Feeling those hips side by side, length through our spine. A big inhale. Feel that earth pressing beneath you. And we'll eventually exhale that right foot back beside its left partner. Maybe those hands come to the earth. We'll lift our spine to parallel the earth. Big inhale. And we'll exhale to forward fold. And we'll hang out here for a few breaths. Allowing your arms to hang heavy, your chin, the crown of your head, all reaching towards the earth. Feeling your breath as you begin to feel your senses around you, coming back to this moment, back to this space. We'll begin to inhale, lifting our spine to parallel the earth. Exhale to fold forward, and we'll close our practice with one last big inhale, tall, and then we'll exhale our hands through to our heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel great. I hope you feel open through those hips and those legs. Please give us a like if you enjoyed what you saw, leave us a comment, and please subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next time.